Hello, and I just needed to have a quick chat with you about, well, this. The question is, does this ruin Doctor Who canon? Especially, well, because it looks so damn nice. It's the nicest looking sonic screwdriver we've had, well, we've been shown, since, well, Capaldi's really nice 1920s one. I mean, let's face it, it's a gorgeous piece of kit. But the important bit is, does it ruin canon? Now, I know that the people on Radio Free Scorer have always said there's no such thing as official made up, but let's face it, we're Doctor Who fans. Is that really the case? So, what we've got, the only new Doctor Who we've got that isn't just from Big Finish, is Circuit Breaker, which also includes some Big Finish. But we've also got BBC audiobooks, comics, computer stuff, online things. We've also got a Blu-ray coming out that's got a lot of old episodes in, but they all hinge around the Renegade Doctor. We're going to call him the Renegade Doctor for now, okay? Dr. Ruth. But here's the thing. Everyone's always said that this Doctor is a pre-Hartnell Doctor. But there's a lot of things that don't really point towards that. We do have the pre-Hartnell Doctor world, because that is what, and I'm sorry for using this language, but the timeless child. I'm sorry. All of those little kids are pre-Hartnell Doctors. Okay, we can probably accept that if you believe that it isn't made up by the Dark Master. Okay, we can accept that that is the case, that they are pre-Hartnell Doctors. But what we've got as evidence is that this is a Doctor that we've seen on TV who doesn't have a Sonic, who does have a TARDIS, and the TARDIS is the same design as the first Doctor through to the third Doctor, and we've also got the exterior of the TARDIS looking like a police box. Now, in the flashback of the 50th anniversary, we saw very nicely that the TARDIS wasn't in police box form. Okay. We've also seen that. So I've got a fan theory that makes everything make sense. Are you aware of Series 6B? You're a Doctor Who fan, you're watching me, you're listening to me, you understand this, you already know what Series 6B is. For those of you who don't, here's a quick potted version. There are differences in the second Doctor is in the two Doctors, okay? And it looks like the second Doctor is being given jobs by the Time Lords to go and do stuff. And it is apparent that this took place in between his trial and the first episode of Spirit from Space. A sort of side quest, if you like, for Doctor Who. Now, it also looks like there might be some issues with the Renegade Doctor's memory. So here's my thought. And let's face it, they work for a thing called division. Hold that in your head. When the Doctor is given all these new faces to choose from, perhaps he's taken away and then an extra Doctor is created during that regeneration as he's being turned into the third Doctor. So you've got the second Doctor doing all of that nice work, and before he gets turned into the third Doctor, they divide by regenerate a spare Doctor, one that they can still send on missions. That's this Doctor, one whose memory they can wipe, so once a Doctor's memory has been wiped, they can fit anywhere they want into the timeline. This allows them to see people like Martha to exist in the timeline, a bit like the sort of Dave Doctor you've got going on for Big Finish. So you've got an alternative third Doctor. So in many respects it works, because this Doctor can have a sonic screwdriver. Now, this Doctor on audio has already met the War Doctor. They both had holes in their memory. But it would make sense that they were used by the Time Lords early on, because let's face it, there's not a lot known about the Time Lords at this point in their history. And it just works. So Series 6C could be the answer to all of these little nagging problems that are all in all of our heads all the time. That would explain why this Doctor's got a police box TARDIS, because it's an alternative sideways split timeline. It just works. And this allows them to meet Osgood. It allows them to meet Martha. It allows them to have a screwdriver. It allows them to have a TARDIS that's got that design on the inside, but on the outside it's still a police box. And it also means that's why the current Doctors can't remember them, because it's a side split, a Y. It doesn't mean that's why Ncuti's Doctor had flashbacks to the Spider story, but you know what, I can't fix everything with this. So it's just a thought that I wanted to share with you. And of course, I've got lots of circuit breaker stuff to review, which I'll probably go off and do now. Hope you're all having a lovely summer. Be seeing you